My family and I are big fans of our next honoree and his character on the hit TV show Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Actor, director, and former NFL player Terry Crews has emerged as a powerful advocate for gender equality, a fundamental concern in addressing many of the world's challenges we have been discussing at MCC15. Mr. Crews is a spokesperson for the Polaris Project, one of the leading organizations combating human trafficking worldwide. And in his 2014 memoir entitled Manhood, Mr. Crews provides a personal appeal to men to examine themselves and reject traditional values of masculinity, particularly male pride. Mr. Crews has been quoted as saying, "Male pride causes wars. Millions of people have died because of male pride, because one man would not back down." So we recognize him as a voice for peace, as well as gender equality. I found one other quote from Mr. Crews that I think is especially relevant to the group we've assembled at MCC15. "People tell me I could be a motivational speaker, but I'd rather be a motivational doer, because that's where things change." Please join me in appreciating and honoring the work of Mr. Terry Crews.
Oh man, I'm getting emotional. I am beyond honored to see all the young, wonderful faces. You could easily be my sons, easily be my daughters, but because I'm so young in my mind, you'll be my brothers and sisters. Okay. I'm telling you. Oh, I'm going to set a first. I'm actually going to peck pop in the UN. It's a first. Okay, that's it. I got it done. It's over. I just want to say, first of all, that there are no evil people. There is only evil thinking. And I was very, very guilty of thinking evil. I am a reformed alpha male. For one, you're talking about, I spent time in sports. I spent 7 years in the NFL, in and around several different teams. You're talking about an entertainment where the whole goal is to be the man. In bodybuilding and fitness, the whole thing was to be this guy that everybody wanted to look up to. But there's a problem there. There was a big, big problem. And the problem was that I was guilty of a mindset that believed in my heart that I was more valuable than my wife and kids. Now, I felt like male privilege was our God-given right. I believe this. And let me tell you something. Very, very intelligent people believe this also. And intellect has nothing to do with this mindset. Because what you say is, these are very smart people. Why would they think this way? How could you think this way? Well, it's a cult, to be honest with you. The whole patriarchal society thing is a cult that has run rampant for years and years and years. And I was a card-carrying member. Guilty. Terry Crews. The day my wife said, "I'm out. I'm done." I was like, wait, hold on. I said, what did I do wrong? I'm being a man. I'm being what I'm supposed to be. I'm successful. I got money. I'm doing great. I'm doing these things. I'm conquering lands. She said, honey, you can do that by yourself. First of all, her boldness allowed me to see what was really happening. Now, let me tell you, every guy in this room, and I can't speak for women. I will never do that. I only speak for men. Because this is a thing that you don't even know you're in. When I say cult, I mean it. A cult is something you don't even understand. You're swept along, you're rolling along, and you don't understand what's really happening to you. Slowly but surely, you have a fork in the road. And you know what a lot of guys do? When they reach that point where she says, I'm gone, they say, okay, go ahead. I'm getting divorced. I'll find a new one. And you know what? They realize those guys that do that and they say, I'm done, they say, it's all of them. It's all their fault. It's all you guys. But then there's the other side of the road that says, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. And you know what? When my wife and my daughters all looked at me and they kept telling me who I really was, and I wasn't ready to hear it. I was in my pride. I was in my arrogance. But that moment, when I was alone, there was no more pride. For me, I saw it was me. There was a moment when I realized this mindset had taken over my life. And I was going to be alone. And I realized that I needed them. And I realized I had been wrong for so many years. So many years. And I had to wake up. I had to wake up and realize and come out of the cult of masculinity, the cult of I'm the man. The pride that tells another guy, I bet you won't jump. I said, I bet you I will. And you both jump to your death. And so there's some lady over there, some sister, some wife, some daughter who's going, what are you idiots doing? Who's telling you what the real deal is. But because of this pride, you stay in it. And I'm trying to tell you, women are like, why didn't these men see? But they don't. I'm trying to tell you, they don't see. It's like a veil. And my veil was lifted. And now, I told myself I had to be the man. And I started to apologize. I said, you know what, I just got to say I'm sorry. But apologies weren't enough. They weren't enough. You're not sorry until you begin to make amends. You have to correct what you've done. And that is the reason I began to make those moves. And it didn't start with, hey, the UN, okay? It started at home. It started every day. When I realized the way I was talking, the way I would look at the women in my life, the way I looked at my mother, the way I looked at my sister as beneath me. And when I put them up equal to me, everything changed. I had to listen. And they had wisdom for me. They saw the things that I couldn't see. I was open to hearing what they had to say. And it changed me. It changed me. I was instantly a feminist. This is what it is. Now, one thing I had to do, because again, being a part of this life, being a part of this thing, I'm very driven, very, very driven, extremely driven. Sports, entertainment is one of those things where you just go, 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 go. And then what happens is you become your wins. You are a winner. I am a winner. I have won. I am now on top. And everybody else is beneath me. And this is a world mindset. You have to understand. This is not indicative to just America. This is the world. A lot of you guys know, in whatever country you're from, it's about who has the muscle. Might makes right. It's the Expendables. But that's a movie. And the thing is that when you have to become your wins, you are now your wins. The problem is you inevitably must become your losses. Inevitably. And you're going to lose. The moment you lose, you're lower than everyone. You're worth less than everyone. You are now bad. You are now horrible. You are now worth less. And the truth is, and when you believe that, it makes it so much easier to do damage and abuse the people in your life when you believe you're worthless. When men believe that they're worth nothing because they lost, they go home and abuse their wives. They abuse the women in their life. I'm just trying to tell you the psychology. And first and foremost, I'm here to tell you that the moment it changed for me is when I realized that winning, losing, success, this had nothing to do with how much I was worth as a human being. Nothing. The best example I ever had was a $100 bill. You hold up a $100 bill. You take this $100 bill, you rip it up, you ball it up, throw it on the ground, step on it, put mud on it, pick it up, it's dirty. How much is it worth? $100. You take the bill, you rip it a little bit. In fact, you put a female face on it. How much is it worth then? $100. You take that bill, you do whatever, you call it, you tell that bill, you're only worth 10. You are worth $10. The guy that's saying that's trying to take it from you. And he's trying to redeem it for what it's worth. You are priceless. You're priceless. Every young woman and man in here is priceless. You cannot even put a worth on what you are. And that goes for every human being on the face of this earth. Young, old, black, white, male, female. And first of all, that is, I'll talk a lot, but I only got one message. And that's it. And I can only tell you my story. And I thank you guys for having me, for being here with me, and for letting me here amongst the countries of the world. Because let me tell you something. It's about the world. It's bigger than America. It's bigger than half the hemisphere. It's so big. But the thing is, it's so weird is that this world is very, very small. It's very small. One move that you do changes everything. And if you don't do what you individually are supposed to do, the world is going to miss what you have. Period. Do it. I love you. Thank you so much.